Ryder Cup storm. U.S. players pledge to donate payments after fierce backlash. Should golfers be paid to play for their country? That question has rocked the Ryder Cup this week, sparking fiery debate among fans, players, and legends of the game. With Team USA under the spotlight for receiving payouts to appear at the iconic event, several American stars, including world number 1 Scottie Scheffler, have now pledged to give their money away to charity in response to mounting criticism. The controversy, $500,000. Per player, each of the 12 U.S. Ryder Cup players, along with Captain Keegan Bradley, is set to receive $500,000, $370,000 for taking part. Of that total, $300,000, $220,000, is automatically earmarked for charitable donations. The remaining $200,000 is left to the discretion of each individual player. Keep it or give it away. If every member of Team USA, plus Bradley, were to donate their entire share, charities could benefit to the tune of $6.5 million, $4.8 million. On Tuesday, Scheffler, Patrick Cantlay, and Xander Schauffele confirmed that they will donate their full payments. Captain Bradley followed suit, promising to hand over the entirety of his money. First rise in 25 years, this marks the first increase in the Ryder Cup's charity allocation since it was set at $200,000 in 1999. Bradley explained that as captain, he pushed for the rise in 2025 to bring the Ryder Cup into today's age. The charity dollars hadn't changed since 1999, and they asked me to shepherd their way into making it into 2025, Bradley said. We wanted to bring the Ryder Cup into today's age, and we felt like this was the best way to do it. The players are going to do a lot of good with this money. Critics push back hard despite the charitable angle. Many golf figures are unhappy with the idea of players being paid at all. 8-time major champion and former U.S. Ryder Cup captain Tom Watson blasted the decision. I don't agree with it. In the past, they gave us some money for favored charities. That was the right thing to do for the players. But I just don't think they should be paid. They should be playing for their country and their teammates. Across the Atlantic, the reaction was equally critical. Former European captain Paul McGinley described the move as a massive mistake, while Ryder Cup veteran Darren Clarke admitted, "It does not sit well with me." A potential European fan backlash. The optics are tricky. Unlike the Americans, Team Europe does not receive payment for playing. When asked whether European fans could resent the U.S. players' extra cash, especially if the hosts make a strong start, European captain Luke Donald didn't dismiss the possibility. That could happen, Donald admitted. It's a sharp contrast that risks inflaming the already intense rivalry, why the debate matters at its heart. The Ryder Cup is about national pride and team spirit, a rare event where golf sheds its individual spotlight for a collective cause. For decades, legends of the game competed without financial reward, seeing victory as the only prize worth playing for. Critics argue that introducing payments undermines that tradition, turning a storied contest into just another commercialized event. Supporters counter that times have changed, and with players generating enormous revenues for tournaments, ensuring some financial contribution, especially to charity, is both fair and modern. Where does this leave the Ryder Cup? With donations pouring in and public pressure mounting, Team USA has tried to soften the controversy by pledging their payouts to good causes. Still, the debate lingers. Should the Ryder Cup remain a battle for pride alone, or is there room for financial incentives in today's game? As the first shots are struck this week, fans won't just be watching the action on the fairways, they'll also be watching how this story unfolds off the course. One thing is certain, the Ryder Cup has always been about drama. This time, the drama started before the first tee shot was even hit. The Ryder Cup is supposed to be about pride, passion, and country, not paychecks. But this week, Team USA found themselves in hot water after it was revealed each player would earn $500,000 for competing. Now, under pressure, the stars have promised to donate their money to charity. But is it enough to silence critics? Scheffler, the first of the U.S. players to speak to the media on Tuesday, told BBC Sport that he had plans for the money, but would not share the detail. My wife and I like to do a lot of stuff in our local community, and I've never been one to announce what we do, said the four-time major winner. I don't like to give charitable dollars for some kind of recognition. We have something planned for the money that we'll be receiving. I think it's a really cool thing that the PGA of America has empowered us to do. I have a deep passion for the city of Dallas. I have a deep passion for the organizations that we support at home. And I'm excited to be able to take this money and be able to do some good in our local community. Scheffler's view was echoed by Cantlay, who works with a number of charitable foundations. One of the great things about these team events for me is there's always such a big charitable component to it. So I'm going to donate the money, he said. Hopefully someone growing up in Southern California gets that opportunity and can follow their dreams as well. One of the great things about these team events for me is there's always such a big charitable component to it. So I'm going to donate the money, he said. Hopefully someone growing up in Southern California gets that opportunity and can follow their dreams as well. Cantlay was at the center of a row at the last Ryder Cup in Rome in 2023, when he did not wear a team cap, reportedly in protest at the lack of a personal payment. The PGA of America said in December that no player asked to be compensated to play at the Ryder Cup, and on Tuesday, Cantlay reiterated his stance that the hat didn't fit, and this year we worked to make sure we had one, so we're good. Bradley said the new payments mirrored what happens in the President's Cup, the Ryder Cup-style match between the U.S. and a non-European international team.